Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, lovely people lovers of freedom all over the world. Wherever you are joining us from today, you're highly welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform that only gives you quality news and quality information on all the activities happening in Biafran land. Please subscribe to this channel if you've not yet subscribed, and make sure you turn on your notifications so that you can get notified whenever we drop our spanking news. Now, without wasting much of your time, let us go straight to the issue on ground and the video of the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá. This is a live broadcast from PM. This broadcast was actually held on his S handle. Is actually a very serious issue where he has come out, to drag a lot of people, those that at some point, fail to realize, the process of the Biafran struggle. There were so many people before the election, who supported the Biafran, who had hope in Biafra, who knew, or who knows rather, that Biafra will definitely come. It was just a matter of time. But those people lost faith along the line, giving in, to the deceitful nature of the Nigerian government. They carried them along, and after the election, they are now back. In as much as the issue on ground, is the issue of the Biafran coin and the Biafran and the Biafran currency, that the PM has actually vowed to kick off in the next 10 days. One thing you should understand with Simon Èkpá, and that is why he is well respected across the world. I'm not only using Biafran land. Biafrans respect him, both those here and those in diaspora. One major thing about Simon Èkpá, that you must understand is the fact that once the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá opens his mouth to say something, go and mark the date and the words. He is going to make sure that he actualizes it. Check every detailed words he has spoken. For the Biafran freedom, we have actually seen, we've seen the process already, and we are convinced that this Biafran freedom is definitely here. It's just a question of time. The processes are clear, and we are confirming it in the way he has been able, to handle the issue of the struggle. So this video is a very important one, and even the Prime Minister clarified the need for sharing this particular video because of the fact that people need to understand the direction of where the struggle is going. People need to understand the direction of where the struggle is going. If you not understand the direction, then you will lose concentration, and when you lose concentration, you'll be fed up, with a lot of deceitful words. Remember, the Kanka ones, which is the Nigerian media house, they are ready to feed you with all trash just to take your mind off the struggle. This is not a time, to lose focus. In fact, this is a time for you to concentrate on the struggle, because definitely the freedom is here. Enjoy this video from the Prime Minister himself. He has given out so many instructions, and you must listen to this video from beginning to the end. It's not about coming to the inbox to come and comment when you didn't listen to the full video. It's just a 25 minutes video. Enjoy it, and hear the words of the Prime Minister himself.
Good evening, Biafrans. Good evening, the press. Good evening, the entire globe. Welcome to this press briefing by the Prime Minister of the Indigenous People of Biafra, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. I hereby hand over the mic to him. Prime Minister Mazi Simon Èkpá, over to you, please. They were from here.
Thank you very much, Minister of Communications and Media, Biafra Republic of Nigeria. Good evening, fellow Biafrans all over the world. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Good evening, listeners, well-wishers, and even the enemies of Biafra. I greet you all this evening, the haters of our freedom and revolution. This evening we've come to once again brief the Biafra people and those who care to know the milestone that the Biafra Republic Government in Exile has achieved and continue to achieve, and the next on the line in our liberation as we continue to fix every broken bottle since 1967. We continue to fix every structure of government. We continue to put every institution of government in place. We continue to perfect every institution of Biafra government to meet the internationally required standard state. As we are approaching the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra, we must be very prepared to demonstrate our willingness, readiness to become an independent state. Irrespective of what our enemies are planning, we are not disturbed. Irrespective of whatever the enemies are saying, we are not disturbed. Mockery of the activities of the Biafra Republic of Nigeria, we are not moved. Our eyes, and we continue to be on the rising sun. This evening, my fellow Biafrans, I have come to brief you the progress we've made on the Biafra US bid is going to be on the one agenda: freedom, freedom, and freedom of Biafra. And in order to have our freedom, we must demonstrate to those who care to know that we have traveled out of the shore of Africa. We have learned from those who say they are civilized. We've learned from those who say they are the one that are the most wisest people, wisest species of human, wisest race. We have learned from them, and we are now saying, now that we have learned from you, it is time that we enjoy what you are enjoying in that developed world, in that Western world in Africa. These corrupt people that always come to Africa to steal, kill, maim, colonize by force with the barrel of guns and bullets. Some of them are still in Africa today, dining, whining with the enemy of our freedom in the name of colonial masters. They have come in different ways, institutionalized neo-colonialism. This present generation, Pan-Africanism, Biafra, will continue to set the pace for others to follow. I have always told my fellow Biafrans, citizens, that if anybody is expecting us to do or fight this freedom the way other people fought their own, you have not started, you are wasting your time. We have come to understand that our problem is a very peculiar one, which needed a very practical solution that have been designed to solve the problem we are going through as a nation under enslavement of Nigeria. Today, this mechanism and solutions, we have been applying them and it is working perfectly. We said first, we have started the economic strangulation of Nigeria. I want those who have joined us recently, especially those who was fighting for Biafra before election of 2023. And then when election was approaching, the London boy came up and they abandoned the Biafra struggle and they say, let them join P2B. After that, they will come back to Biafra struggle. Maybe during the time that we were following the London boy, they didn't pay attention to what we did and how we did it. Before the London boy came out, these people were all over social media, shouting on top of their voice, Biafra must come, Biafra must come. The reason is because they know that Nigeria is not working, or because they don't have courage, they are not courageous enough to stand on their ground to the end. So these are the people who can never be given opportunity to lead anything, because according to Mandela, he said, those who change their principles according to whom they meet are not supposed to be leaders. Those people who have changed their principle because the London boy came out, they were shouting Biafra, immediately the London boy came out, they realized that they can try again, try their luck on Nigeria, and then after that, fail them, they come back again, and they are asking questions upon questions, because these are lost people. In as much as we don't like them, many of them, they are still part of us. But one thing I want to tell them today is that the Biafra government stopped that London boy from becoming Nigeria president, which could have put everything a very big disaster, including the freedom of Biafra people. So we stopped him. The biggest achievement of the Biafra people, those who genuinely believe in Biafra, before the London boy came out. The London boy killed Biafra people while he was the governor of Anambra State. This is a bitter truth that must be told every day. We must say it the way it is, irrespective of who it is paining, especially those who supported him. It is paining them. As I'm saying it again, you will be hearing them saying, oh, leave P2B, leave P2B. We can never leave P2B. P2B is a murderer, is a killer, and it is on record. And that particular murderer he is, killing our people, throwing them into the river, can never ever be forgiven until justice is served. And P2B will receive justice in Biafra government, not in Nigeria, because Nigeria aided him to do it. So in Biafra, we are going to make sure that P2B, justice is done. That's why many of them are against Biafra from coming, but it is too late. Everywhere will be brought down. And the good thing is that after that, Biafra will still come. The more they resist Biafra from exiting Nigeria, the more doom, the more opium, the more destruction will befall them. And after that, Biafra will still come. And that is what these people don't know. So the Biafra coin has come to stay. The value of Biafra coin will be $1 to 1 Biafra coin. I have told you people, I can never say something and it don't come to pass. We are not government of Nigeria. This is government of Biafra. Talk and do. There is nothing I have said under this government that has not come to pass. The only thing that is remaining is the independent state of Biafra. Everything I have said since the day I started piloting the affair of Biafra has come to pass. There is nothing left. Like I said, $1 will be equal to 1 Biafra coin. It is a mystery and a magic that will happen just in 10 days from today. Today's date is on the 29th of February. Remember that weeks back, I informed Biafra people that in the month of March, second week of March or so, that Biafra will have Biafra digital currency. It is not up to March yet. Everywhere is on fire because of the Biafra coin. When this corrupt and jihadist government and their representative was trying to buy the minds of their fellow nomadic Nigerians in 2015, he said dollar will be equal to 1 naira. Today, these are people who don't know nothing about economic. They don't know nothing about anything international politics. They don't know nothing what is going on globally. They don't know how foreign policies are made. They know nothing. Everything they know is in the cow. Cow, Ruga, jihad, killing, Sharia law, that's all. And they have succeeded in manipulating many learned people from the southern Nigeria to think like nomadic people like them. You can imagine somebody like Moralo. If you go and ask him today to answer some question, he will be trying to make sense. He will try to tell you how corrupt and rotten Nigeria is. At the end of the day, he will be telling you how to fix Nigeria. That is people who claim to be educated, which they are, but their brain has been, rubbished by the nomadic system of life and governance. Because there is no normal human being that will identify a problem of Nigeria and still believe that something should be done. Where is the person going to start? I'm just using Moralo because that is the name that came to my mind. The same thing is applicable to every person who you think is educated from the southern Nigeria. Apart from the fact that their hands are soiled in corruption and blood, one of the reasons why they never make sense is because their brain has been adulterated by the nomadic lifestyle. Baokwomi. Do you know what is Baokwomi? The language of Hausa. Baokwomi life. That is what has kept killing the intellectuals and have reduced them to nothing. The only hope of the common man in the southern Nigeria and Biafra today are those who are living abroad, the diasporans. Some of them are still living the nomadic lifestyle, even in diaspora. When they want to buy something in the shop, they will calculate it in Naira value. And they will say, oh, this one is, I want to buy toothpick. They will first of all press calculator. In Europe, toothpick, $10, 10 pound, 10 euro. Oh, 10 euro, how much now in Nigeria? Naira. They'll calculate it. They will say, no, they will not buy the toothpick. They live the life of nomadic people in Europe. And yet, they can't support Biafra. They can't support Biafra. These are the people that will come tomorrow to tell you how the people fighting for Biafra are not doing it right. People that cannot actually think for themselves. They can't take care of themselves in Europe. They live the life of Fulani in Europe and America. It's not only Europe. You don't see them support Biafra, but they tell you how Nigeria is bad. They tell you how they have traveled last week. They came back, everything is bad yet. Because the Nigeria system of life, which is the nomadic system, has adulterated every sense of reasoning in them. My people, today, when we talk about cryptocurrency, they don't know it. They are still wondering how possible it is for Biafra to have its own currency, and that currency will be on the stock exchange market. And most of them are educated. Even some bankers in Nigeria will be saying Simon Èkpá is a scammer. How can he be talking about cryptocurrency? Is Biafra an independent nation yet? But we are doing it. Are we not doing it? Is it not public? We have announced Biafra coin. And the next thing is for you to start trading the Biafra coin. It is going to happen. Like I said, mark my word. Every single thing I've said have come to pass. And today we are now in currency. Biafra government in exile have voted the activation and the re-establishment of the Bank of Biafra. Bank of Biafra, the process of the re-establishment of the Bank of Biafra is here. The process has started. Remember, we are not yet independent country. We follow this whole process systematically. Before we declare Biafra, we have everything in place. I'm telling you the fact. Before the declaration of Biafra, you are already having every governmental institution of Biafra everywhere. And the idea is so that as soon as we begin to receive recognition from international community, from countries, and we dissolve Biafra government, every institution of the government of Biafra is already put in place. Not where you are coming to, when the independence of Biafra, after we fight, guerrilla warfare with Nigeria, you will come and start running around here and there. Where can you do this? How can you put this all in order? Everything is being set up. We are going to finish it before October this year. Mark my word. As I'm saying, I say, mark my word. We'll finish it before October this year. And after this liberation of Biafra, a lot of people will copy from us. And we are making history. And this whole process, step-by-step process of restoring Biafra, will be documented in the history book. You will remember this day that Biafra coin was voted at the cabinet of the Biafra Republic government in exile. You are going to remember that a day Biafra government gathered, had a meeting, and a resolution was passed and voted for the establishment of the Biafra digital currency and Biafra coin. So my people, I am promising Biafrans that in the next 10 days from now, magic will start happening. Biafra coin and officially the USBT. You know, if you go to the cryptocurrency, you are going to see the USDT, that is the United States dollar. Biafra is going to be the USBT. We are going to drag shoulder with powerful currencies. And then also, I want you people to understand that our roots, we have gone back to our roots. You know, when we say we go back to our roots, some people think we are going to start going back to Aroshi, or going back to Juju, going back to whatever we were doing. We are going back to our roots. Means that everything that defined Biafra has been activated. And you can see it in the currency. Ejema. Ejema is the currency of Biafra. Ejema is now in the Biafra coin. Ejema has been redesigned to become the sign of the Biafra currency. Ejema is going to blow the world. Ejema will move mountain in financial industry. Ejema will move this particular Biafra coin to the next level. Ejema come with a spirit that nobody can destroy. Ejema come with that particular ancestral spirit ancestral monetary spirit, ancestral financial spirit, ancestral spirit that will shock the entire globe. That is the back to root we're talking about. But you know, many people are still doubting me. I'm not saying you shouldn't doubt me. At least, many people that are funding Biafra Liberation Army today never did last year. Many people that are contributing to Biafra Liberation Army, they never supported Biafra Liberation Army last year. But today, they are supporting it and funding it. Many people that say that nothing is happening after they see the war between Biafra Liberation Army and the Nigeria Terrorist Army in Imo State, Old Imo State, where over 30 armored tank came and 18 was destroyed. At least, if you did not see the video from us, many people have people on ground who can call them and tell them how they were running back to their base, towing armored tank every day. Some days they would destroy 4, some days would destroy 3, and I was giving this update. But you know, many people did not see the video because most of the video that we're posting is coming from the enemy camp. We cannot be in the war front and making videos. So most of the video will come when they video it themselves. We will get it. But because they did not video the trucks and the armored tank, you didn't see the video. Have you ever seen where, except in a operation that the Biafra Liberation Army planned and carried out, and the intention is to video it and post? You will see us posting it. But in a war front, that the target was to exterminate every Biafran forces, you don't think anybody should take camera and start videoing. We dealt with them. After that, a lot changed. Those who did not believe there was something like Biafra Liberation Army, they are now rushing to contribute to Biafra Liberation Army even before the fundraising. As I'm talking to you now, contribution for fundraising for Saturday have started coming. Today, this is Thursday. This is Thursday, and the information from the IT department is that the fund for the next Saturday is already started. Have already started coming. That is the level we are going. That's the level we are. So I don't want everybody to believe me, but you see, we are living in a realistic life. This particular Biafra coin, I am not saying it is going to be next year. I'm not saying it is 2 months. I said in 9 days' time. In 9 days' time, the magic will start. I will leave you here, and I will be taking questions from anybody that wish to ask questions. Minister of Communication, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Prime Minister of the indigenous people of Biafra. We salute your existence and your tenacity and all that you have done. One Nigerian people are people with no clue of anything. If they are asked, how did the BTC, Bitcoin, come to be? How did the Ethereum come to be? How did every other coin that they have in the crypto market came to be? I don't know if they will tell me that it was after Nigeria had independence that they granted the BTC the license to be able to have a coin. So these are the nomadic people that are ready to eradicate innovations and then go back into the bushes and then cut heads off. I wish to commend the Prime Minister and his entire government for what he just said about the Ejima, because I grew up to see this symbol and this currency in my father's house. And as I speak to you, it is still hung in my father's house. So seeing it coming back on the symbol of the Biafran currency is really a dream come true.
One minute, let me refresh. I need to refresh it, please. Just 1 minute. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch the dial. Let me refresh.